share, pour a cup, take it slow. We've got stories to share and places to go. From memories past to dreams we're chasing. Life's better sip, no need for rushing or racing.
Coffee in his hand, tea in mine tonight. Two hearts, one table under warm cafe light.
This is Brewed Banter, where conversations flow, laughing about the crazy things life loves to throw. Hanging with Erica and Raph side by side. Every little moment, we're taking it in stride. So grab your mug, settle in, stay a while. You're part of the vibe, part of the smile.
From travel tales to days we've grown through, faith, love, lessons, the real and the true.
A little bit goofy, a little bit deep. Late night talks when the world's asleep.
We don't need fancy, just honest and kind. Good friends, warm drinks, and peace of mind.
This is Brewed Banter, where conversations flow, laughing about the crazy things life loves to throw. Hanging with Erica and Raph, sharing life our way through every season, every new day. So grab your mug, settle in, stay a while. You're part of the story, part of the smile. Here's to the moments we hold on to tight.
The tears, the joy, the comfort of night.
Fresh starts, hope, and finding our way.
One sip, one laugh, one day at a time.
This is Brewed Banter,
Pull up a seat, my friend,
where the talk never fades.
and the heart never ends.
Hanging with Erica and Raph,
Yeah, that's the plan.
just real life.
Shared cup in hand.
It's Friday night, and the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGI.
Hey everyone. Good afternoon. I am not saying good evening moving forward. Let's see who we got here in chat first. It's been a few weeks. I know. Oh, what's here? Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. We've got Stortapupus in the house. Hello. And of course, our panelist, Linda. Hey. Going down the list here. Kit Kat, what is up? And Culloden, hello. Going through this quickly. And of course, we got Jeremy in the house, and Sunflower, and Sam, and Tom. Let's see. Let me keep going here. Let me scroll here. And we got our little bot, Stream Elements. Little thing's got a mind of its own. Freedom Seeker. Hey, nice to see you. Glad you're here. And let's see. Just scrolling down, making sure. I probably maybe missed. Okay. So I'm going to bring on the group We have a lot to cover, and I'm really glad Sam is here to bounce off of me as a military spouse. And yeah, okay, let's get this. Who else do we have here? And Bob is here. Barry. All right, let's see. You guys, I, I love me some intros because they're
This is proper Italian food. Look at this pizza, the sauce, the cheese perfetto, and the pasta al dente with fresh basil. This is how you do it.
I love that every
What's
time.
up?
That is so
Hold on. Sorry.
that's okay.
Aggravating.
Okay. No, that's
What's
perfect.
up,
I love
girl?
it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here.
No worries. I'm so excited to be here. It's been insane. It's Maycember and end of school year and kid crazy. And P.S. That meme is about to come true because I am going to Italy finally.
For a visit, or are you moving?
Visiting. We're looking to do a year abroad. We're hoping Italy. My husband's looking for a 1-year placement with DoD positions. So we're looking at a couple places. I'll say Italy's one of them because that one I've been vocal about, but the other locations I'm keeping close to the vest on this. But yeah, we're going. I've been saving for 15 years. Husband finally got leave. They tried to revoke his leave. This is army crap. I mean, this is total army crap. They tried to revoke
I'm
his
off of the
leave.
right now.
And then they tried to claim that he never put in the paperwork. And he's like, "Oh heck, yes I did. My wife would kill me if I hadn't." Yeah, they pulled every stunt, but we're going. We told them
Oh, well,
shut
we'll
it.
get into that in a second about Army. Yeah, but
Stupid.
I have so much to like what's been going on the last few weeks. I'm finally able to talk about and let everybody know what's been going on. But
Yay!
bring everybody else in.
Why does the rum go? Why is the rum always gone?
Where are you, Tom? There you are.
I was gonna say, isn't that Tom's
Hey
intro?
there, all.
Yeah. I gotta have Tom on because he's like my right hand man with all the tech stuff behind the scenes.
He is a tech genius. Him and my husband, they get started on conversations, and I'm like, "Are you still speaking English?"
Okay, listen, real quick, ladies. I do not speak tech, I speak computer. And the other
Oh,
thing,
well, you're not
You
wrong
also
on
speak
that.
car.
Yeah.
the,
You
the,
also speak
the,
car.
yeah, car, firearms, um, other stuff. Bob's trying to get in, but it keeps
I know.
giving
I
him
don't
a
know what's
hard
going
time and a
on. Poor
compression thing.
guy.
And he just called me, and he's keeping trying. Thank you for trying. But when he pops in, it's like booting him out. It's getting codec errors and everything else.
Oh, I
Uh,
hate those codec errors.
but
Urgh,
that's
like
all.
that is like
It's
the death of me.
He's on the phone, so let's see
Oh,
if I add him to the scene if it works.
maybe it'll override.
No, it's
No, it just dropped
being
him.
weird. But we have Jeremy, so you want to play his
Right.
intro?
Yeah, let me find it here in the long list of. There we go.
But your kids are gonna love it.
Now we got
Why is
Mr.
that?
Jeremy Laura, with looks
Hey,
like he has a flight headset on. Kind of jealous.
let's start.
All right, it's bring in sunflower.
I like sunflowers and autumn hugs.
Okay, that one's super cute too.
Okay, she's there, but she's not there. I just seen her picture, and now I don't see her.
Yeah, she's in the car rider line of her son's school picking him up. So, oh, you were upside down. For a
Upside down was
second.
kind of interesting.
Oh man, dude, I am right under this air vent and it's freezing in here. Golly.
Can you hear me now? I'm like trying to talk and the mute keeps going on and I don't know. I cannot see my entire screen even though I'm on my tablet, which is ridiculous. So when I get home I'll switch over because our line's probably gonna start in like the next 10 minutes. So I'll probably go avatar once that happens and then switch when I get home. So
Got it.
Oh,
No,
cool.
if I
But I'm so glad to be with you guys again.
I know. It's only been a few weeks.
You
I've
know,
kind of lost count of the weeks.
you could.
Feels like forever.
Yeah, it
I didn't
does.
know if you wanted to be part of the mutiny when I took over.
Mwahaha.
I did actually, and had I had the time, I would have. But Kissy Missy had theater and 2 weeks of crunch week for her theater, her acting thing, and it was insane. I was driving 30, 45 minutes every day for her to go to practice. It was
Yeah.
lots of fun. And then she was acting Thursday was the first performance, Friday was the second performance, and twice on Saturday I was like, am I getting paid for this? That's all I want to know. Can I
Well,
get paid for this?
no, because you're mom. You got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I know. Trust me, Tom. I know.
Sunflower, I totally get it. I've been doing band concerts and piano recitals, and it's I think field day today, and I forgot until the kids woke up. Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Huggy Wuggy had a field trip today. I didn't have to, well, I should say I didn't get chosen to go. They could only take two chaperones, and I did not get chosen to go. So he was kind of disappointed, but I had already been on that field trip with Kissy Missy. So, but then tomorrow he has a martial arts tournament. So it's going to be, and then come the summer starts
Oh,
baseball
yeah.
all-star tournaments. So I'm like,
Baseball,
oh,
yes.
I'm dying.
I'm prepping for
I'm s-
baseball season too. Baseball season, swim
yeah.
lessons, etc. I keep thinking summer's gonna be less crazy, and then I'm like, wait, am I delusional? Summer's not less crazy.
No,
Wait,
I'm
Sam.
retired from my job and I'm more busy now than when I was working. It's crazy.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
you
Tom?
got you got to be delusional.
Oh, I am. I'm totally delusional. I get it.
You got craziness going on there all the time.
Oh, dude, yeah. So I've got four littles, and I saw them littles, but two of the littles are almost taller than me now because,
But
well,
aren't
they've
you
hit
like 4 foot
puberty.
4?
Hey, I am a little taller than that. I am 5'4".
Come on. Heightism is not allowed, Thomas.
Hey,
Listen,
I'm fun sized for
one,
your
one,
convenience.
one. My mom was like 5 foot, maybe. So I got to call her. I was calling her lovingly for years. I was calling her the Weebles.
Wait,
Oh
your
my
mom's
gosh.
Sicilian
Weebles
Oh
too,
wobbles,
right?
but they do fall
no.
down on
Don't
her.
be
But
It's a,
Tom, your mama's Sicilian, right?
mom.
My mom was Sicilian, yes.
Yeah, I'm Sicilian, honey. I'm fun
Yeah.
sized for your convenience. The
I just,
Sicilians
I
don't
just,
get
I
involved.
just, I just, I just,
Yeah.
I used to tease her all the time. I tease my wife. Who you kidding?
I know.
Sam, if it makes you feel any better, I am 3-0 or 3-1 at this point. So I have one kid that is not taller than me, and his feet are showing that it won't be long before he's
Uh,
taller than me too.
I guarantee
So
everybody is shorter than all my. I'm the shortest person in my family. Like,
me too.
so I've accepted this.
So
we're a mixed
Jeremy,
bag
Yeah,
over
I
here.
keep
All
you're
short.
you're 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 over 5'5", right?
Yeah, I'm 6'1". Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
and
I'm
I'm the
5'10" and
shortest one of
shrinking.
my
So
brothers. My oldest brother is 6'6". Or 6'5". He
so
keeps
you're
shrinking.
like the midget in your family.
I am. I am. I'm the circus freak.
And you're not even short. That's intense.
Yeah, mom is 5'10", 5'9", 5'10".
my my
Yeah,
my,
my
my
dad's
best friend,
5'11". My
Oh,
mom's, I think, 5'4".
my best friend, his mother is 7 foot flat.
what?
Yep.
Holy
No.
fudge. Really?
That's
Like,
He
Like,
did
no,
she
that
he
join
took
the
me a few
he
circus?
is
seconds
That's
to
all
like
I
compute.
want to
he is
know.
like 6'8", 6'9". His dad was a little bit taller
Damn.
too.
It could be Hagrid for Halloween.
Oh my
I
Take
word.
that.
I used to go places with
Serious.
him, and it's like he would just block out the sun,
She
and
could be
it
the
was
chaperone for
hilarious.
the French school. His mom. You know, the tall lady.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I forgot her name. I just blanked it.
So she was,
Is it
she's an
Madame
awesome person.
Rosmerta? No.
She's absolutely She's very, very nice. But the funny thing is, growing up, they'd show up in a Ford Festiva,
Oh my.
and you would see them get out of this car,
What?
and
Turn a
people would
crank.
Like a
stop.
little clown car?
People would stop and see him and her get out, and they were just like, he'd get out, the car would go, and he'd get out, and then she'd get out, and they'd all look and go, "Oh, what the?" And it was great.
Oh my god.
It was so much fun.
So it was literally like a clown car.
Yeah, well, believe it or
That
not,
is
those little cars had
fabulous.
some amazing room inside.
That
That
used to
is
be a
I
big
fabulous.
mean,
deal, though.
that's intense.
Dating a girl that was taller than you used to be a big deal. Like you didn't. I mean, I was
Yeah.
5'4" when I got into high school, so all the girls were taller than me. But there was a when we were growing up anyway in the '90s. I can't imagine dating a girl that was 7 foot.
Mm-mm.
Mm. And when you go
No.
to the grocery store, people are asking her for help. That's weird.
Well, you got to think it's at that point. It's like when you look at 6'8" and up, you start going, "Well, what's the difference?"
Exactly. You know.
About a full ride scholarship versus a half ride scholarship.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking,
Yeah.
and it's like the
Good
family, they're
Lord.
very tall. And I got another friend of mine who lives close to me. He's 6'6", and a big guy. And we were going to Halloween Horror Nights, and
Oh.
we're walking through the scare zone. And this girl, she was maybe 5'3". Um, it was me, my brother, my buddy Alex, Linda, Alex's wife, and my sister-in-law. And my sister-in-law was running scared from everything. And this girl comes up, goes boo, tries to scare. She's dressed up like a camp zombie type thing,
Well, that's not what that is.
and she kind of tries to scare this, my sister-in-law. She gets scared. She turns and she looks at my buddy, and she just looks up. She goes, "Hell no, you'll eat me!" And spins around and walks away. I
Gee.
lost it. Me and my brother just lost it. And my buddy's like, "What? Am I?" He goes, "I wasn't doing nothing. I was dying."
Yeah,
That's
I
hysterical.
shouldn't admit this, but I binge watched Leave
That's
It to
not.
Beaver on the Peacock app, and there was an
Oh,
entire episode of Wally dating a girl
Beautiful.
that was taller than him.
yeah.
It was
You
a
really
big.
just been watched Leave It to Beaver.
Why
I did
not?
Isn't that
months ago.
cute?
Yeah, look
And
when you're on
Dick Van
depression
Dyke
medication,
Show,
you should do it.
Lucy.
I love the Dick Van Dyke Show. I love the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah,
I
I've
swear
actually
they were
never seen it.
watching my marriage 30 years before I was born.
Raph has a crush on Mary Tyler Moore. That's his
Right.
old school, like golden era Hollywood, like Hollywood crush.
Right on.
Crush.
She's
Oh.
fabulous. No,
Wow.
I don't
Oh,
blame him. She
yeah.
was freaking adorable and beautiful.
so Tom, when I met Sergeant Dad, we were in junior high, and he was 6 inches shorter than me. I have not grown an inch since junior high. When we ran into each other again in college, and he calls me up and asks me out, and I say yes. I'm like, wait, did I just agree to go out with a guy who was 6 inches shorter than me? Shows up, nah, he's grown a foot. Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
Yep. I started high school at 5'4" and graduated at 5'11", and then I grew another 2 inches at college.
That's
Yeah.
weird. That's weird. Really weird growth pattern there, Jeremy.
You know
That's
what
Well,
actually
though?
I was gonna
normal.
say
We're
that
both
gives me some kind of hope for Huggy Wuggy because he's like always been in like the lowest percentile for height,
Oh yeah.
and his dad is 6 foot, and he's like, please let him grow. But of course, I'm 5'2", so
Well, honestly,
who
my voice
knows?
didn't change.
He might come out in the
Like I
middle.
was undersized until like 17. My voice didn't change till I was 17. Like I
Yeah.
was like a male
Yeah.
soprano, male alto. For
Oh,
the
I
first,
think I would have lost my crap hanging out with you back then, bro.
oh, dude,
I
a
would have
lot
been
of
calling you Squeaky and everything else.
Well,
yeah.
But vocally, that must have been really good though, since you're a singer, right?
Yeah, so
Like,
they gave you so much money to go to summer camps if you could be a male alto.
oh yeah.
And I held
exactly.
on to that
Yeah.
for years. My voice, then I went to a tenor, but the money, man, it sounds so sick, but the money's just not the same.
So Jeremy, I don't want to hear nothing when I ask you to cover, Guns N' Roses song, I want you to yell like Axel.
Now, see, now I'm below a baritone now. After I got
I was
injured,
gonna
my
say he
voice
doesn't have that in him.
Oh,
no.
he could. Oh, wow. We have somebody in my chat I haven't seen. Nice. Hey, Native. Nice to see you,
Oh, yeah,
Noah.
native is there.
Noah's
Yeah,
in the chat. What's
Noah's in
Noah's
my
that?
a
chat. He's in my
fan.
chat. Yeah.
Noah's got
Aw.
the
hey,
same
native.
depression issues I've got. Well, with
He
hockey.
said, "All right, y'all. I'm off to work."
Aw.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
you've been
Aw.
here. Well,
It
you
was
didn't
nice
chime
seeing you
up,
for like 2
dude.
seconds.
You should have chimed up, man. Come on.
You know you gotta announce yourself.
Oh,
Hit
yeah.
the
That's
like.
right here.
That's one of the few hockey fans in the chat, Native Hawaiian. Noah.
Hey, I like hockey.
There we go. We got a third.
I used to like hockey.
Woo!
I discussed this with you at it, but
Yeah, you quit 30 years ago. That sounds like my dad with his
I
expectations.
just don't like regular, sorry.
Well, okay, my mom
Yeah.
liked hockey, which is really weird when you know my mom was like a major pacifist, didn't like fights and stuff, but she loved hockey and basketball. And so ever since my mom passed away, I haven't watched as much hockey,
Oh
but
yeah.
I do still like hockey.
Well, like the state of Minnesota is passive people, but it's like the biggest hockey hotbed in America.
Yeah.
When a hockey game starts, like nuns will pull out weapons. They just they just convert on the spot, and then when the game's over, they go right back. It's like
Yeah.
they walk in, everyone's, "Oh, hey, after you, eh? Oh, go ahead and sit
Hey.
down there. There's my seat." But during the game, it's like Crips versus the Bloods, and then they're right back to it. It's incredible.
You're
And I
all
think it's like
nuts.
metalheads, like people who like heavy metal are actually like really quiet people in real life. But during a
Yeah.
concert, they'll tear out your spleen and eat it.
Ooh,
You know what, dude?
that's
I'm a
vicious.
metalhead. I do not tell anybody when they eat their spleen. I just go right for the jugular. What's wrong with you?
During a concert with a nice glass of Chianti and some
No, I'm
fun.
going to sit there at the concert. I have that pointy BC Rich, and you try to skewer them.
But after
Oh,
the show,
man.
the metalheads are like the calmest people in the world, and classical people are horrible,
Oh,
like always uptight.
they can be pretty stressed.
It's weird.
My my daughter's really into jazz right now. So
Really?
she's been studying piano for a couple years and she just started clarinet. She's not a huge fan. She thinks she's going to switch to sax. I wanted to ask you guys if she's switching to sax and she's about my height, about she's five or four-ish. Like what sax should she be picking up?
Alto or
Ooh,
tenor.
I
It
have
just
no
depends.
clue.
But she'll hold an alto sax perfectly, but
Okay.
tenor you can adjust to. It just, she might have to pump some iron, but
Okay, I'll steer her towards an alto because I wasn't sure. My granddad played sax, and I always wanted to, but I didn't get the chance. So as soon as she said she wanted to play sax, I'm like, I'm on it, girly. We will make
you
this
know what though?
happen.
Is there a group? If you talk to the band leader, because if you set her on the path to alto and they don't need an alto, you may be better off going tenor, just depending on what the groups want as
Oh,
far as instrumentalists.
so her school each year they add a couple tiers of more instruments to the band, and next year the tier they're adding is sax, and
That's
so
awesome.
it's open for everyone. Like they don't have anyone in those spots yet.
Beautiful. Yeah, then you can't go wrong probably. That's so cool. And her embouchure should be perfect. She's good to go.
Okay. Sweet. I needed to ask someone who knew because I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I could have asked ChatGPT, but who knows how accurate that is.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, no,
Unless you bounce it off all three of them and you tell them to check themselves.
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Sam, you could always get her to learn guitar. There's always room for more people that play guitar.
Dude, I want her to do guitar, but we just haven't gotten there yet. I've got to find a teacher because her school doesn't have a guitar teacher.
I'll talk to you offline about some stuff.
I didn't start playing till college. The college was the first time I could get a guitar teacher, and
Yeah.
it was just something you could sign up for. So I picked up my guitar for the first time at 19.
I started at like 14, 13, 14.
Yeah,
Am
little
I any
guy,
good? Not really, but that's a different story.
I
little
could have
guy.
had free lessons, and I said no because I just wasn't interested as a kid. But now I'm kicking myself in the ass for saying no.
You could still do it now.
I know I could, but then the whole learning to read music,
No,
yeah,
you
I
don't. No,
tried
no, no,
that.
no,
You don't
no.
have
You
to.
don't
I
need to
know
read music,
you could do like was it tabs or
and you don't
taps
even
or
need to
just
read tablature.
With
oh
YouTube,
really?
if they had YouTube when I was growing up, I
Hmm.
would be such a better guitarist right now.
I would be. Forget it if there was YouTube. Yeah.
They can do the
Don't sell
fingering. It'll
yourself
show you.
short, Tom. You're good at what you do.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm good at being an
You're your
a-hole
own worst
also.
critic.
little boy's been wanting to learn guitar ever since he was 3 years old. So we got him a ukulele,
Oh, they're
and that
fun.
held him over. But now he's outgrown the ukulele, and he's really wanting a
How old
guitar.
is he now?
He's almost 10.
Oh,
Okay, listen.
Good age.
Well, we definitely got to talk offline because I can point you in the direction for some beginners guitars that they can grow with because I had to do the same thing with my grandchildren.
Okay.
And the first guitar I picked up from her, it was a nice blue, inexpensive Strat color. It was gorgeous. The thing is, it looked like she was hiding behind an oak tree when she held it, because she's so dang tiny. So I found a nice Ibanez 3/4 scale body, but it has almost a full size neck,
Okay.
and it's fitting her well, and it was relatively inexpensive. I think it was like $140
Okay.
with everything. So, and it was well made. Honestly, I kind of wanted to keep it for a couch guitar, and I'm
Mhm.
kicking myself I didn't buy the same one at the same time because I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, my thing is like I would much rather buy my kids instruments for their birthdays and holidays than and pay for that sort of thing than just buy them toys because those are skills that they can enjoy. And like my husband was out of town with army stuff last week, and the kids after they got their chores done, they just whipped out the instrument and started having a jam session. I'm like, heck yes. And I'm sitting there going like, there's a lot of parents who wouldn't be on board for that, and that's their thing. But I love it when my kids pull out the instruments. Baby cuteness was so jealous because one brother was on the trumpet, other brother was on the ukulele, sister was on the piano, so she had nothing. So I went and got her a little tambourine, and that made her happy.
Aw.
Oh, Erica, I think some people came in late in chat. Do you want to remake your announcement?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was waiting at the half hour mark. So there's a reason why Raph is not here and why my backdrop is, well, bare and grim. We have moved. We are in the US. Raph got a new job and we have been in transition from Germany to the US. And we are in the great big state of Texas. That is the big announcement we have been holding out on for weeks.
congratulations, by the way.
Yes, welcome back to
Yes.
the
Thank you. It has been crazy. It's just been crazy, and it still is. We flew in Saturday, closed on our house on Monday, and now we're still like getting our bearings. Yeah, it's been quite the ride from learning the house buying process nowadays, which
Mhm.
is,
Insane.
oh, it don't even get me started on
Oh
the
yeah.
suckery that we had to deal with the lender, not even our realtors. Our
Oh, it's
realtors
the
were
lenders. The
great.
lenders are evil. I mean,
It
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I I do not understand this level of scrutiny. I mean,
Mhm.
I get it from the 2008 housing market crash, and I understand tightening the belt, but it was at a point where I felt like pulling out of the deal completely because it's like, if you don't trust that I can afford this, then why are we even here? Why are we talking? Like,
Yeah.
just go. Oh, just,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself and leave us alone and we'll go rent a house if you're going to be this way. And you keep losing our shit. You keep losing, documents that have our sensitive information on it, and either you don't know what you're doing and my information is floating out there. So what the hell?
or they're just playing with you, like we
or
were
they're just
talking about.
screwing with you. And it's
Yeah.
like and it's nothing but a mental mind fuck of a game. And I'm like, that's where I really got irritated with, because I had all my documents, all my shit together they needed. And the last thing I needed in an international move was to repeatedly have to repeat myself over and over and over again. Our addresses. Sam, you can relate to
Oh
that.
yeah.
Why
Yeah.
do you have why do you have this PO box, but yet you have a German address? Oh, but your bank statements claim this address. Well, let me explain it to you,
I'm
asshat, because
military.
we're fucking army. Like, holy shit. You guys are here in El Paso at Fort Bliss. Like, you don't already fucking know this? I'm sorry. I am still livid at the whole process. And I'm just
Yep.
like, and the only reason why I went with the damn lender was because we got a free washer and dryer out of the deal.
No.
It wasn't worth
Okay.
it.
It wasn't probably.
Well, and I
Okay.
assume they're all that way now. Are all lenders this way, or was I
No,
just, or
no,
did I pick a
Erica.
lender of a bunch of jackasses
A
that
lot
just
of them are
wanted to make me,
douchebags.
We
that wanted me to feel like, oh yeah, we're going to give you this loan, but at the same time we're going to scrutinize you to the point where we don't fucking trust you and we don't fucking like you, and it's nothing but a degrading experience the whole
Mhm.
fucking way.
Okay, Erica, I'm gonna here for anybody who's watching from my channel. Here's my little side announcement. Erica kind of knows this because I put it in a few chats with her, but my husband's switching to the guard, and so we're actually finally buying, and we're running into the same thing. We're in a completely different area of the country, and we're assuming a VA loan, and this is a VA loan. This should not be rocket science.
We're in
Oh,
a VA loan too. That I'm just
And
one
I'm
second.
sorry,
I
but
want
it is the
We have
this
another
is
guest.
crap. Oh hey,
Hi, Lauren. You
yeah.
came
No,
into a hot topic,
I
brother.
know
you
we're
just
whining about VA loans, but Erica, like literally, we're in the same process right now. We went through 10 lenders before we finally found two. One to cover the VA loan because we're assuming the VA loan, and then one to do a gap loan for us. And
have
the
to.
gap loans are totally
Oh, because
legal
you're
on the book,
you're
but
assuming a
nobody.
mortgage.
Oh, I know it's yeah. So and then everything's happening and we're running the same things. We're in the process. We haven't closed yet. Like we're we're under contract. I'm hoping this house doesn't fall through on us too. So like I get you, girly.
I was about ready to say, fuck it, I'm done. I even told Raph on like two occasions I was I was stressed because
Oh,
last week at this time, we were getting the house ready for our landlord to hand over the keys. And aside from all this, the lender side of it, we purged probably about 7 to 10,000 pounds worth of
wow.
just clutter.
Good girl.
We're allotted up to 18,000 pounds that the Army will move for us overseas and one of our cars.
Hmm.
So I told Raph, I said, look, we have a lot of clutter we've got to get rid of. So we had this monsoon amount of just bulk trash. And I mean big items on top of little trash that we just shoved to the front of the house. And that was a pain in the ass because we were trying to find someone to haul it away. And we had one guy come out with a small little trailer he was doing these little mini hauls. And I told Raph, we have to be out of this house by Friday. We fly out Saturday. This guy is not going to get everything done in a timely manner. We need someone who can just get it all done in one haul. So that was about 300 some odd euros with the little guy, 60 euros per haul. He did 6 hauls and he only got maybe a quarter through the stuff that we had. Then we hired this other guy, which I knew was going to be expensive because we're Americans and in Germany they take advantage of
Oh yeah.
Americans. And that was another like 1,800 euros we had to fork out just for this guy to come in with 2 trucks and a crew to haul our shit away. And our landlord's breathing down our back. Oh, I drove by the house and I saw that you still have a lot of stuff out. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it, dude. Like, chill the fuck out. And that on top of the lender. Every day they wanted
Uh-huh.
something different.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't have time for this shit. I have like a
Oh
thousand
yeah.
other things on my mind that's playing on me emotionally, spiritually, and yeah. So last week I was at a point where I started looking at rentals in the area.
I don't
Because
blame you.
I told Raph, I don't think this is going to happen. I think this lender is just screwing with us. I think all along they don't really want us to have this loan. They don't want to do business with us. So why are we having these conversations? Why are we even here? I feel like my time is being wasted. Either you have enough documentation. The only thing they needed was a sample of my DNA. They had everything else. Like this
Yeah.
was worse than dealing with the army, and that is saying a lot, and I mean a lot.
Yeah.
When your
Lauren,
mortgage lenders are worse than the fucking DOD,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are.
yeah. Anyway, so what else happened? Golly, it was just like
No,
so.
okay.
hey Erica.
One of the lenders told us that we didn't qualify because I don't have a steady income. I'm a stay-at-home mom with a podcast that's not monetized. And so they wouldn't cover us because we were too high risk. And I'm sitting there going, so I'm going to be penalized for taking care of my children? Thank you.
Thought that was illegal. I thought they couldn't do that.
Oh no, they flat out told my husband they wouldn't consider our loan because I didn't have a job. Yeah.
Wow. So Lauren,
How is that legal?
I don't know. It's probably not, but we didn't want to fight it. We're like, okay, then we don't want to work with you either. Bye.
Jeez. No, we didn't have, it wasn't that bad for us, but it was just annoying. But we got through it and we closed on Monday. I was trying to get the lender to tell me what is the final closing cost so I know what I'm walking into and I can secure a cashier's check before we fly out because our credit union, we have no physical locations in Texas. So I was trying to communicate this. And of course, it was like talking to the fucking wall. Either they didn't care or either they didn't care or they were too stupid or I don't know what the deal was, but my patience was just like, I have no patience for this organization and you're supposed to be a professional and have your shit together. I don't have time for that. Not when I'm moving internationally, and I have a lot of shit going on. So
you just
We
you just shut
lost
off
you,
your
Erica.
mic.
You knocked your mic.
So they finally got to us the day of on Monday, and that was 2 hours of driving around town trying to secure a cashier's check, which was the one thing I was trying to avoid. But we got it done.
Did you go
But it
on
was the most
base?
annoying thing.
Because
So
we've been able to, from the base banks, they'll do that even if you have a different company.
No, I didn't know that. Would have been nice to.
Yeah, we ran into that with our previous home situation. Yeah.
so Erica, I think Lauren wants to say
Hi,
hi.
Lauren.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lauren. I'm just over here venting because I haven't been able to vent in weeks about all this.
You're muted, Lauren.
You're muted, Lauren. We can't hear you.
Still can't hear.
Lauren,
Still can't hear you.
can't hear you. But no, yeah, house buying right now I think is just incredibly complicated, and it's not that the lenders can lend. It's just lenders are being incredibly picky about it. And it's the lenders that are the issue. We're not having issues with the inspectors. We're not having issues with the people we're buying from. We're not having
Same
issues
here.
with any of that. But it's just the lenders are a pain in the butt.
So I got a weird bit of insight into this last week. I'm not
Okay.
going to go how I stumbled onto it, but so there was a complaint I saw that so many government FHA loans are backdated. People haven't been paying and going all the way back to lockdowns. Now,
Oh, yeah.
FHA loan mortgages
that.
are secured and paid for by the government, essentially, by people. So there were all these programs and deferments. They just automatically said if you were having a trouble because of lockdowns, you could go and defer your payments. So people did it for years. And then they came out with a program where if you couldn't qualify for a mortgage to tack those months onto the back end of your mortgage, there was government money set aside to pay those months that you missed.
Oh,
If
my.
that makes sense. So if you had a balance of 20 grand, there was money sitting there. 48 of 50 states have run out. I just saw the map
Oh,
through
wow.
HUD. There are only 2 states actively taking applications for that program still. The other 48 have expended all of the resources.
Oh,
No
And they
wonder
don't
lenders
want
are
to have that
scared.
2008 thing where you have so many bank-owned homes again. If you guys remember what that
Oh,
did to them.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
oh yeah.
We've
Mhm.
been seeing evictions in our area, so I'm not surprised.
So
Hey,
can
Lauren,
you speak, Lauren?
are you
Yeah,
back?
it was trying to go through my VR headset, so sorry about that.
Oh,
Um,
you're fine.
I can't really hang around. I got to drop in about 5 minutes. I just wanted to swing by to make sure that Erica and I are on camera together, so that I can confidently claim that we have indeed been on camera together, because I had thought we were before, and apparently I was wrong.
Thank you. And I'm sorry about my mouth. I'm just like rattled,
No, no, you're
holding
good.
it all in for weeks.
I'm glad you made it home safely too. I know that's one heck of a trip, and probably not a lot of fun to to go through.
No. It was 11.5 hour flight and then an additional hour flight. So in total about 12, 13 hours. My body swelled from the altitude. And I guess I dehydrated very quickly from the waist down. And I have been in pain, my legs, my feet. Um, like my blood circulation, and I'm finally leveling out. Been pumping water and Gatorade like crazy for the last almost week. But yeah, it's been a week. And we almost died the other day too, because apparently people here in El Paso don't know how to drive.
Oh my gosh.
It's worse in
People,
Florida. Like I thought I'd never say that. It is worse than Florida.
I just think people have become worse drivers over time. Like, every time I'm
Oh
like,
no,
oh, this place is the worst.
here we're on the border of Mexico, so you got people crossing the border
Oh, okay.
without insurance. They don't really know how to drive, and they're all over the place. So we were crossing this intersection, and this one guy, all you could hear was screeching tires and the car going like this. And so I happened to look over because I kept hearing this screeching noise, and I literally just went, "Oh my gosh!" And Raph kind of looked over and then just hit the gas, and we literally by a hair we missed this guy hitting us. And had he hit us, it would have been the biggest, most deadliest pit maneuver, because this guy was going what, maybe 50, 40 miles an hour,
Hmm.
and he had ran a red light. Now I don't know what his situation was behind the wheel, if he just wasn't paying attention and he was trying to stop and he just hit the brakes too late and he was just skidding, or if his brakes went out as he was coming down the street. I don't know what the deal was. Or maybe him and his girl were having a fight behind the wheel. Maybe he was drunk, he was high. I don't know. All I know is
Or
that this guy
maybe
was,
they were doing something else.
Oh my
You don't know
god.
their life.
anything. It could be anything.
That
But
high
yeah.
driving though, that has been since they started all the legalizations,
Oh
it has
yeah.
been another level of driving issues.
No, it
Right,
really
it was
is.
scary. Like it would have, I don't know what the injuries, or I mean, it could have resulted in a fatality. And that's how
It's
serious
crazy.
and how this close we were. Christian, because we were stuck in Germany for so long, he never got the chance to really get behind the wheel and really learn to drive. So he's a new driver, and we're enrolling him into driving classes here locally. Because there's no way I could. I don't have the patience. I know you can just, someone else can deal with the driving lessons. I'm not doing that.
So real
But it's
See,
quick,
I
scary.
miss when
Jen
we
says
used to be able
hello.
to do like the driver's ed at school. Like that, I want to just send my kids to school and say, here, you teach them how to drive so that I don't die behind the wheel. That would be amazing, you know? But they don't do that anymore.
They
No,
don't
No,
have
my,
that at your
some states
school.
do.
my mom has it.
No.
My
State of
mom
Utah
owned
does it,
a
Colorado
driver's
does.
ed, or
Yeah,
my
no.
stepdad owned a driver's ed school. His family did, and my mom was teaching it. And she'd asked me once when I was on disability, "Hey, why don't you go teach some of the classes?" I said, "Mom, I'm not certified." "Oh, you don't have to be anymore."
What?
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, you're a
Yeah, no.
dad. Like you could be their cousin teaching them at this point. Like that, the
I was
Lauren,
driver's
did you?
they just
permit
literally
like
just put in
rules
a
are not.
DVD and sit there. That's why these kids can't drive anymore. Those
Oh
clauses
my
don't do
gosh.
anything. They just
Lauren,
pay
did you
No.
teach your
$2,000 and
son?
go.
And meanwhile, when I was like 8 or 9 years old, my dad's teaching me how to drive a dang split shift semi.
See, and so when I was a sophomore. I was in one high school, and in Florida, the schools were like there were some schools that had block scheduling, and then they had some schools that had like the normal 8 class schedules, and so I was in a school that was a block scheduling, and the school that I went to had the other schedule, and so I had already covered everything in driver's ed that everybody was still working on when I transferred over to the other school. So I actually became an assistant to my driver's ed coach. So I survived that, but I don't know about my children. I have a very funny story about my
Lauren,
daughter.
Are you teaching your son, or does he have driver's ed? What's the deal where you guys are at?
You asking me?
Yeah, you, Lauren.
My
You've
son.
got a teenager. You're in this right now.
Yeah, my son had driver's ed through a local agency. They used to teach that at the schools. Right now, you've got to go through a third party. He's got most of his driving hours down. I think he's got 3 or 4 left that he's got to do. Then he's got to take the written test, then the actual driving test, and he should be able to get his license. So,
Yeah, both of my older kids had to do it through when we were in Florida, they had to do it through third party companies that we hired to teach them. And I mean, I was grateful for them because I'll tell you what, my husband started teaching my daughter, and we was driving down the street, and we were coming up on a yield sign, and she was not yielding, and I kept saying, "Yield!" And she's like, "What?" I guess he hadn't taught her what a yield sign was, but there are cars like coming at us, and she's not even slowing down. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to die." She's like, "You were a lot less calm than Dad was. I wasn't expecting that." I'm like, "Well, I don't think Dad has seen his like whole life flash before his eyes because he didn't have to deal with that." So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. She went to school after that.
We've already decided hubby's teaching, Sergeant Dad's teaching the kiddos because mommy ain't got the. Nope, my anxiety can't handle that.
I'm fine when they know what they're supposed. Well, like I guess my fault. I assumed she knew what to do because she had been doing it with my husband for so long. That was my problem. Was I assumed. I should not have assumed because she did not know what to do.
I just sent Jen the link so she can watch this. I hope she tuned in because she knows who I'm talking about. We have a family member that while they were learning, they were very stressed behind the wheel, and they broke down crying in the middle of an intersection.
Oh no!
The mom is screaming, "You've got to keep going!" And I can't do it. I can't do it.
I have a story
At least I
about.
did it to a parking lot before I started crying.
I have a story about people stopping in an intersection because, well,
Hey, Tom, real quick. Lauren's got to go.
Oh, that's right. We kept you, didn't we? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Great having you, Lauren.
You bet. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Bye.
I'll talk to you later on.
Bye, Lauren.
Bye-bye.
So who had the funny story? Someone had a funny story.
Ron's in here. Hold on. Get Ron in.
Oh, we didn't even say flagellants yet. My goodness, Ron.
Can you talk,
Hello?
Ron?
I can't hear
He can't hear anything.
Oh, he can't hear me.
Okay.
That's what I went through last time, Tom. I could not hear some of the panel. I don't know what happened.
Well,
It happened. So
Here I am making fun of
he
it.
just went
Okay,
offline.
so my
I had
mom-
a story, and it's about my mom.
Okay, can I tell my quick? It's 5 seconds.
Go ahead.
My mom learned to drive stick shift in a VW bus in San Francisco.
Oh, geez.
Damn.
Wow.
What?
Props to your mom.
Crap.
I learned how to drive in a stick shift also, but it was in Florida, so flatlands. Thank God.
Anyway, Tom, back to you.
Okay, so this is going back, well, Mom, don't strike me down from heaven, please.
You've already talked about her once today, so
Yeah,
you
but that
gotta be
was just
careful.
short thing. This is hilarious. She was teaching my sister how to drive, and my car at the time broke down. So she picked me up, and yeah, she's like, "Okay, let's go. We have to go get your sister again. We're gonna go do more lessons." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So all of a sudden, my mom suddenly had to go to the bathroom. We're crossing through an intersection
no.
on a major road in New Jersey. She hits the brakes and stops.
Oh,
And I look up and back and I see a semi coming at us. And I
oh,
yell at my
jeez.
mom, hit the fucking gas pedal. Go. I gotta poop. She yells, I don't care. There's a truck coming at us.
We're gonna die.
So she did that. She went. And my sister looks over. She goes, am I supposed to do that if I get into it? And she was young. And we're like, no, just no. This was a bad reaction. That was, yeah.
Can you hear us now, Ron?
There's Cuban Superman. She's not naked. She's probably wearing a tank top or something. So relax yourself, buddy.
Who, me? Oh no, yes, I have. It's hot over here, so I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt.
Ron, you have no sound.
Sorry, hang on. There, okay,
Why is
you
it-
like it now? Okay, I am covered, y'all. I am. I promise. I did just get back from picking up Huggy Wuggy from school, so that would have been an interesting story. Going to school with no clothes on. Sorry.
One of
Okay.
those bad
Yeah, I'm
dreams.
pretty sure
Why
they
is it that
You're
when
wrapped
Ron
on
gets
your
on,
underwear?
the conversation gets weird? Like, really, really
You don't-
weird. We start
You don't want to be that mom at pickup.
No. And especially since I just started because I wasn't going to kill the bus driver. So, yeah, let's not. No, I can't be that mom. Not this year. Maybe next year. Maybe
to
next year.
bring Cuban Superman up to speed, the big announcement today is that Raph and I have moved. We are in El Paso, Texas. He got a new job. We're out of Germany, and now we're just in this transition period of a new time zone and reverse culture shock times 2, because you got the Mexican culture that has obviously spills over from Mexico, and then you
Mexican
got
people are nice.
and then our American, it's very different than what we're used to, Puerto Ricans and Cubans.
Oh yeah.
Very different.
Can you hear now,
And
Ron?
I'm noticing out here when you go to the bodegas, it's very heavily the ingredients, obviously very Mexican based, and maybe you'll find a little bit of the Puerto Rican Cuban stuff that we like to cook with. But when you go to Tampa, when you go to Florida, you go to Tampa, Miami, or even Orlando, it's in reverse.
Oh, yeah.
The bodegas over there are heavily with the Caribbean, spices and seasonings. And then the Mexican stuff is just kind of sprinkled in there. So I'm having to, I can't find mateba. And I can't find bijo, which I like to use for my yellow rice and chicken, which Abuelo used all the time in his yellow rice and chicken. So I'm having an issue finding those things. I can find adobo for the most part. And
Really?
sazon,
Because I
which
can
is
only
pretty
find the travel
common.
size.
Oh no.
No,
It's
you
like
got
this big.
it.
It's like this big. I'm like, that fits in my
Adobo.
purse. That is officially travel size.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
know.
check the commissary for adobo? Our commissary has a full size adobo.
All I'm going to say is,
Oh no, girl, we like the big ones like this.
Yeah,
if
yeah. We
you-
go to
I've
when I
seen
go to
some of
Florida,
y'all's
I just go to
purses.
Sam's
Size,
Club and
not-
get the big one.
I seen some of y'all's purses. You can fit a briefcase full of this shit in those things.
Okay,
I mean,
will
true,
admit,
but that's what I'm saying is if it's small enough to fit in my purse, it's technically travel size.
So a
Okay.
full size adobo that can
We
feed a
could do that
family
in
of
a
20 is travel size, is what you're saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, if it's not like the bulk Sam's Club one, then yeah, probably.
I just
That's what I
Mental
do.
note,
Is
Jeremy.
when I go to
we
Florida,
need to find we need to find a big bunch of adobo package things that are like oversized and send them to these ladies as here. Fit this in your
yes,
purse.
please, we would love that.
Oh no, I've got great stories where I'm at. I'm fine. And I'm from Arizona. I can go home twice a year and stock up. I ain't
that's
got
awesome.
problems. I'm good.
So
I worked in Mexican Village. It's a part of Detroit. There's there's a restaurant called Mexican Village, but there's actually this entire section called Mexican Village in Detroit.
Yeah.
And you go downtown, so this was my sales area, and all the stores are kind of multiple things, like it's part of restaurant, part of store, and they've got all the seasonings. And then they had the menu for everything, and it's all in Sharpie or whatever. And all the stuff that you could get on a taco, like brain and tongue and you know, all of it. Oh my God. It just the smells early in the morning I was not ready for, because you walk in there while they're getting everything ready and just they're beating a tongue.
Taco de lengua. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, that is good. I love that.
Pig's feet.
Lengua tacos.
food that tastes
Steaming
back.
it,
No.
like no, you like steam it and then you like peel it off and like it's like shredded. It's shredded beef. It's just good. I bet you I could make you tacos de lengua and you wouldn't even know what you were eating.
Yeah, you would know the
My
name.
wife's
you go.
puking in chat.
I'm
There
never
you
gonna
go.
eat anything you make now.
Yeah, taco de lengua, taco de cabeza, taco de lengua. Those are you get the right person making it. You ain't never gonna know.
You don't
which-
notice the difference.
Nope,
Yeah,
it's so
you
good.
absolutely. Or barbacoa, once you
If-
start knowing what's really in it, it sounds
Yep.
gross, but you really don't even taste the difference.
If you
Well,
know
and I
what
was
you're
just
eating,
surprised
they
at the
made it wrong.
variety. Like, you can
Yeah.
get a dozen different types of tacos at these,
Yes.
and it looks like you're just walking into a convenience store, but the
Yep.
same person will just go to the grill and start cooking.
In Arizona, they actually will make cricket tacos, and I've had those.
Okay, now I draw the
Ron,
line there. That's
you
not
need to eat the
happening.
cricket taco,
Yeah,
Ron.
Sam,
it was
I was
there.
with
It
you
was
till
there.
then.
Like somewhere.
You lost
It was
me
there.
there.
It was in college. It was
Bugs
there.
in my food. We stopped.
That seems like cuisine that was influenced by poverty. I'm just going to say it as nicely as possible.
Listen, Ron
It
is
was
going to
there in
eat.
college. I did it. The guys didn't think I would. I won the
gross.
bet.
I would have gladly lost
I
the
never
bet, told
did
him to
it.
screw off.
This is the John
Ron,
the Baptist.
jump in.
special.
Yeah.
Ron, jump in. He has
Yeah, Ron,
cricket.
what's
He has
some crazy
cricket pops.
things
He's
you
going to
think-
eat.
Come on, Ron.
No way.
Oh,
he is
God,
not.
everything.
Really?
Ron, come on. You got cricket
those
pops. I know you're
lollipops
there.
that have the bugs in them?
Ew.
Yes, he's going to eat
I've
them for
seen
my
those.
tiki.
I hate
Don't
no.
encourage him.
We had
Ew.
those at the bodegas in Tampa, and I'm like, yeah, that's disgusting.
I'm
Even
gonna
as a-
go-
even as
I'm
a
gonna go to
kid, I'm
Universal.
You
like,
could
no.
not pay me
I am
enough.
sending you one, Erica. I am sending you one. Sunflower
No,
and Sam.
no,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Don't waste
see if they
your
have
money.
roach
I'm
ones.
gonna tell Miss Linda not to let you waste your
We're not
money.
friends anymore. You send me that shit. It's over.
I was
Linda,
telling my
Linda
kids
would kick
about
my
We
the-
ain't
ass.
friends no more.
I was telling my kids about the chicken feet soup, and my baby Cunis is like, chicken feet? Ah! Like she was all freaked out.
Oh,
Baby
we
Cunis
bought
was-
chicken feet over here, one of the grocery stores. I was like, I wouldn't even know how to make that. Maybe fry it. I don't know. Or maybe it's just for like chicken broth. I don't know.
No, they actually
flavor.
the family that fed it to us, they actually had the chicken feet in the soup. And the kids were just like picking them out. They were fighting
Gnawing
over them,
on
and then like you like suck off the skin and stuff. I was like, "Here, you can have mine."
Okay,
this
I'm literally.
All right, so all right. Okay, I
would try
Jeremy,
it.
didn't you have to leave?
do have to.
Jeremy's like, I'm out. I'll
wanna
see you
tell
later.
one quick- I wanna tell
here.
one quick
Weird women
funny
and their
story.
weird food.
So we're heading out because Ron or Tom's
There-
driving story
there it
reminded
is.
me greatest driving story I've ever heard. So let me tell this real quick before I jump out. So
All right, Jeremy.
This was told to me by a guy who was trying to be a Marine. He went, and at his way in, he was going to be 10 pounds too heavy. So his recruiter said, "Okay, take this laxative bar, and over the weekend, because the guy had been a wrestler, you need to drop 10 pounds before you come back for your weigh in." So the guy, his name was Ronnie, he started just running on the treadmill, and he would eat a bite of the chocolate bar, the chocolate laxative, for 2 days, and nothing happened. He ate the entire bar. So so he's in the car on the way to the recruiting office. He's like, "I'm not going to make weigh in. I'm not going to make weigh in." And the recruiter's driving him and goes, "Well, you never know. You never know what's going to happen." There's another guy in the back seat where Ronnie goes to fart, and he fills the floorboard. Literally just evacuates his entire colon in his Marine's car. And
Ron's
the
not
guy
even
in
looking
the
at the screen. He's trying not to crack up.
The guy in the back seat starts barfing.
No,
His recruiter's car was
Real life South Park.
You
by
know,
the
you
time
gotta
they
read the labels on those. It'll tell you it can take up to 24 to 48 hours to kick in. That's when
Ronnie,
you can't leave your house because you don't know when the bomb's gonna go.
he goes,
That's like a colonoscopy prep. Like, no.
and you know when you do those preps, because I did a colonoscopy, you can't stop it. Once the process
No.
starts, it has to
You
finish.
have to literally never leave your house. Like,
They get there,
literally.
My
they get to
mother-in-law
the office,
literally
and
just
the
slept in the
floorboard is filled with
bathroom.
poop and puke. They both guys have just lost it all.
Oh
I
Oh,
can imagine being in the backseat going, "Mm."
Yeah, it's like it's just awesome. So, but anyway, on that happy note, I need to go get ready for the stream.
you're
So
starting at 4, right?
Snarticus,
I
leave it
started
to you
for
to bring the conversation of poop and farting.
Snarticus, yep,
And it's
absolutely.
amazing. Yeah. And
Maybe
Huggy
put
Wuggy
your
loves
name
it.
down here.
Awesome,
Of course
guys.
he does.
Thank you so much. And welcome. And Jen says, welcome back,
Hey,
Eric.
Oh
Welcome back to the
my.
States.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye,
Bye,
Jen.
Jen.
Bye, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy, how long does your stream go today? 4
4 to
o'clock?
6.
Okay,
4 to 6.
cool.
Maybe we'll come show. Maybe Huggy Wuggy and I'll come watch.
I
Awesome.
try to put it on for the kids. They like listening to it. You do a good
Oh,
job.
that's awesome. Thank you.
My kids love listening to you, Jeremy.
Oh, that's like the coolest compliment ever, because kids will not lie to you. Hey, do you like this? No, it sucks,
they
Mom.
won't.
My
No, they
kids,
got no filters.
No, you could have
I'm
done better.
sure.
You could have done better.
well,
Don't tell
my
'em.
my
Whoa.
kids have grown up with live music and people playing music and having like music is just huge in both my husband's family culture and my family culture, and they loved. The one time I mentioned a song, and then you're like, "Oh, I can play that," and you played it. My son was like, "He played a song I suggested." And my son loved that. You made
so
his
sweet.
day, Jeremy. Like
I
he's
love
loved you ever since. So
Oh,
That is
well,
awesome.
that's so cool. I do when someone throws something in the chat and I can do it, I try to jump right to it because it is a very cool thing, and I love what what we get to see. So.
That's awesome. Huggy Wuggy loves it because I tell him that you remind me of him. So he is 100% a fan. Actually, he's
That's
over
aw-
here wanting to get in. You want to say hi real quick? Okay. Huggy Wuggy,
Hey.
y'all.
Hey, Huggy Wuggy.
Hey.
Hello, Huggy Wuggy.
The face behind the name. So, all right. Go. Bye.
Awesome. All right, guys. I will see you later.
Bye, Jeremy.
See you at your
We'll
stream,
see
bro.
later.
ciao,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Hey, Huggy Wuggy, do you want some crickets?
I'm not. You're not on speaker. You're in my ear. Thank goodness, because he probably would say yes to that. That's disgusting.
They're also expired.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
I don't
Yeah,
even
you've had 'em
care.
for how
Doesn't
many
matter,
years?
they're dead.
Well, no. The best buy date is a year ago, May 29th, 2025. But it's a best buy date, and they're sealed in plastic. So,
But it was a year ago.
yeah, but they're crickets.
Ron,
so
are you
like,
trying
So
to poison my
okay,
child?
so dead crickets have expiration dates?
that's what I'm
What?
saying. I don't really
It's a
think
dead
they really.
bug.
It's just a best buy
The
date.
chocolate does.
So
I would hope.
I mean, it doesn't. It's so small. It's only a gram, and it's mostly protein. So
No, I don't care. I'll eat my nail beds before I'll eat that.
I've eaten
Oh,
these
I would
before.
never do it again, but I totally won that dare because those guys didn't think I would. I'm sorry. I was one of those girls in college that, within reason, guys would be like, "Oh, girls would never do this." I'm like, "Oh, really? I'll kick your butt
See,
and
and,
show
and
you."
I'm that girl who would have been like, yeah,
Okay.
because I'm a fucking girl. So get
Who on
over
this,
it.
who on this panel has eaten lobster?
Me.
No, I don't like seafood.
Same thing.
Me either.
Like
Mm-mm.
I mean,
I like
lobster are
shrimp.
just
Shrimp,
cockroaches of
lobster.
the sea. That's all they are.
Shrimp
They're
is-
giant cockroaches.
Yeah,
And
same with
so
shrimp. Shrimp is the
shrimp-
cockroach of the sea too.
Shrimp, all of
Yeah,
those
see-
foods. Yeah.
I don't eat anything that eats its own poop or eats other things' poops. No.
No
nothing-
catfish.
Okay, I have a question. Would you all like to hear?
By the way,
Snarticus's.
pretty much all.
I think I
animals
might
are
have snorted.
Yes, please, please, please. Hang on, I'm gonna have to give Huggy Wuggy one of my earbuds so he can hear it. Come here. Oh, wow.
Achoo, here
it comes, feel it in my nose. Tickle in the belly, down where the wind blows. Sneeze hits hard like a thunderclap surprise, but my butt joins in with a little surprise. Pressure building, ain't no stopping the blast. Eyes watering, cheeks clenching real fast. It's a combo move, yeah, bodily hack, but I held the line, no ground attack. Snorting when you sneeze and fart, but you don't crap yourself. Whoa, dodge that bullet, feeling like a boss. Snorting when you sneeze and fart, but the pants stay dry and clean. Achoo, relief supreme, living the dream. Friends all laugh when they hear the sound. Sneeze plus toot echoing around. Some poor souls, they lose the game, but not me, bro. I kept my aim. One day it might go wrong, turn into a mess. Shard roulette, put you to the test. But today I'm golden, victory is mine. Just a dry fart sneeze, feeling so fine. Snorting when you sneeze and fart, but you don't crap yourself. Whoa, pants intact, no dirty secret. Snorting when you sneeze and fart. Yeah, I win this round. Thank God for that clench. Safe again. Snot attack, but no crap.
Oh, come on in. Hold on.
Oh no.
Trying to get it to stop.
Oh my gosh. My boy.
My Huggy Wuggy is a fan.
Yeah, my boy.
Cool.
Loves that
Here
song.
it comes, feel it in my
He
nose.
is very
Tickle in the belly, down.
There we go. Got it
It
done.
is like every boy's. It's just a boy song.
Yes,
You know?
absolutely.
And as a boy mom, I totally understand. But my girlies, I'm a girl mom and a boy mom, and my girlies would not love that. Boys would
No,
love
my
it.
girlies wouldn't either. Yeah, but mine, yeah. Huggy Wuggy
I-
is definitely a fan. He was over here rocking out.
Good. I hope you
See, and
enjoyed
I'm
it.
tomboy enough that I think it's hilarious. Even
And Ron looks
That's-
traumatized.
like it's hilarious.
But you and I have always been like that. That
Yeah.
difference
Yeah.
between you and me.
Yeah.
I can handle it and I can think it's funny. It's just not my go-to sense of humor. But like I grew up with I
Yeah.
have 6 brothers. And like I grew up around the boys. I'm a tomboy. And so yeah, I'm just like, not a song I would write, but I'll get it. It gives me a
That was done because of Jeremy. And I'm
Jeremy?
going to make a different version.
Yes.
Yes, that's why
Yeah,
we call
you
it.
There's a
That's
long story behind that one.
Yes.
There is a
Because the
very
whole
long story behind
Starticus
that
thing
song.
was the snoring and farting.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah, and that-
misconstrued
But he
that,
said-
but
But you heard him. He said, "Don't you dare get rid of that one."
no,
He
I'll make a
just
new
said,
one.
Just start a new one because
I'll do a
he
different one.
loves it.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, if
Although
y'all didn't
so-
know, that was Tom's voice in the song.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Thomas, you've been holding
Tommy's
on
so
us.
he's
It's
talented.
yeah, don't ask.
You're
so talented.
No, I'm not. I'm just a
are so
a snarticus
Oh,
person.
you are. You're just your own worst critic. But I mean, that's anybody,
The
Hey, Huggy
challenge
Wuggy said you're talented.
the challenge with a song like that is it doesn't matter if it's bad or if it's good. It's crap.
Definitely.
It's crap. Either way.
It's crap. It's sneezing and crap. So it's boogers. It's boogers and crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the-
Cuban
the whole
Superman? No, it's not on
premise-
iTunes yet. Eventually, I'll make it.
All I can think of is Fat Bastard from the Austin Powers. Oh, sorry. I shouted.
I have
I
another
wasn't
one.
your
I have
baby.
another song called I Think I Just Sharted.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That one is not air playable with kids around.
Can we,
Okay,
can we
yeah.
put that
You're in my
song in the background to Rachel Zegler making her strange jaw faces? Because I
I'm
think that would be
actually I'm
hilarious.
actually working
Oh
on something for that,
gosh.
Ron.
That girl is insufferable.
So Brad, we have been, at least me, have been really out of the loop for weeks on entertainment, pop culture, the theme parks, and I've been able to catch a few highlights here and there in the freaking chaos. But the one thing I did catch was Rachel Zegler and her weird facial contortions on the red carpet. It was just like, what is going on there? What I didn't get a chance to even listen into many live streams to catch what was going on
All I
with
can
her.
think of is this is how a girl who knows that she could look desirable makes sure that she puts off all men and women everywhere by showing you the faces that she would make during
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, jeez.
because
Like,
if those are the faces she's making, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm out. That's yeah.
but she's not even the only one I've caught. And nothing against the actress, and I'm sure she's a good person, but the girl that plays in Bridgerton, she plays as is it Penelope,
Yeah.
the secret, the ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Even I've seen her on the red carpet do the same facial expressions, albeit not as dramatic as Rachel Zegler, but even in my opinion, non-flattering way. I don't know who's training these girls for the red carpet, but what is wrong with a simple, humble smile versus this duck face mixed with trying to be seductive, but you don't know what the hell you're doing when it comes to that kind of seductive look. It's not attractive. It's ugly.
Look, if
It's a turn off.
from a guy, from a heterosexual male, who's married, if I went back in time and I first seen Rachel, I didn't know anything about her. Okay, she's kind of cute. If she made that thing, I'd be like, okay, is she with a group home?
Did,
It looks like a tick. Like I'm watching
That's what
Ron
I'm
do
saying.
it, and I'm like, it looks like he has a tick, like a facial tick.
Seriously,
It's like,
when you look,
it's funny because I've been getting that advertisement lately for whatever that is when you actually you are mentally
Tourette's.
ill, but it's not
Tourette's.
Tourette's. No, if you have a mental illness and you are on medication for that mental illness, that medication
I know what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember the name.
T, and I keep getting these advertisements for the medication to deal with that. And that's kind of what it looks like, where your face is like moving and you don't have control over it. I totally, but
like someone having a stroke. I don't know.
No, it's not.
not
There's an
that, but-
actual like medical name for it. It's dyskinesia or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know
I
is
wonder-
that it's about as attractive as finding a used piece of toilet paper on the floor.
They're trying to make these actresses like, for one, there's a difference between being an actress and a model. You're either good at both or you're only good at one or the other. And you got actual professional models that nail that look. They know how to do it, like Melania. She
somber face.
She does it naturally. She knows how to do a serious, somber face, but it's still photogenic, and then you've got, some of these older, like Brooke Shields is another one, she's older and she nails it every time, but you're talking,
Cindy
these are
Marilyn
women,
Monroe who knew
Cindy
how to do it.
Crawford.
Cindy
Yeah.
Crawford, definitely.
But these are women that their main bread and butter was modeling, not acting or singing, and they're bringing up these actresses to try to be models. And it's like, y'all need to just, call it for what it is. You have good acting, you're good with the acting, but let's not push the envelope with the modeling because it's just not, you're not, no.
Problem is that
Yeah.
Rachel
Nice little
Zegler's
smile.
not a good actress. She's really not a good actress. There
Well,
are
you know what I mean.
so many
It's,
better.
I'm not a, acting critic, but my point is that
I think Rachel Zegler would be okay if she stuck to like pop singing or something like that. She's really not a great Broadway style singer. She's okay. She's passable. And I think something
You
happened.
could do pop, yeah.
I think something happened in the audition when she actually had the audition for West Side Story, where it just one of those moments where everything came together right for her in that moment, and she was picked by Spielberg. And then because of that, it just she went from nothing to like
Something.
blew up
Everything.
overnight without her having any clue how to
Yeah,
or
because she's
understanding
from
how
New
to
Jersey,
deal
right?
with that.
She is from New Jersey.
But her parents, I mean,
Yeah.
she doesn't have the proper guidance of how to handle any of
The
this.
fame. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The attention
and
and
she, it's like this is,
Well,
there's ways to handle it, and I hope if I were her, I would step back. I would try to contact Brie Larson and say, Brie, how did you fix yourself? Because
how'd you
Brie's
recoup?
done a great job of
I
fixing
don't even
herself.
have the
like,
full
I'm
story on Brie
surprised that
Larson.
I'm surprised that her like what is it, the team that's supposed to be responsible for her like her
Management
social
team.
media, like
Yeah.
why are they not doing something about this? It's
They
clearly an
are
issue.
She
You
just
know?
not listening.
they're
She doesn't
catering
care.
specifically to far left liberals who they think that that's maybe her only audience, and I think, I'll be honest with you, I think that they don't have the faith that she actually could portray to a bigger audience, and so they're scaling it down, and they're playing to only an audience that they have, and they don't realize that they're offending 95% of the people out
Uh-huh.
there with money that could actually pay for stuff,
Yeah.
while catering to a 5% or less minority who a lot of them won't buy crap anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
But
It's you.
the other thing is Bree's older. Bree is a millennial. She's older. She's
True.
had more of a balance. She's seen this side and that. Like as much as she went a little cray cray for a bit, she's got more life experience under her belt where you get these young ones like Rachel who literally
say
have been
anything to
fed
them.
this. They have been
I
spoon fed this since they were like 10, and they don't know how to think for themselves. They haven't seen enough of the world. They haven't talked to enough people. And so they think they're right and everyone else is wrong. And so they're doubling down because they don't have respect for anyone who, and it's the culture they were raised in. They were raised in a different environment. They were,
How dare you try to tell me what to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like,
basically
I
what
mean, they
when she was promoting Snow White, her own manager flew to her New York apartment to basically plead with
Yep.
her to, tone it down.
shut up.
And she, yeah, and
I'm
she pretty
sorry.
much told him to screw off, and that was it. Yeah, the ego
So
yeah.
So real quick, I did want to say it's called tardive dyskinesia is what
Oh,
it's
okay.
called.
yeah. Also, Dr. Richard James in the chat actually said it too.
He said it too. Yeah. I remember the medical term, but I couldn't think of the whole term.
Hey, Beergeist. And
Yeah.
everybody got quiet.
No,
Yeah, I know.
nobody gets quiet. Okay, no awkward
Excuse me, my I swallowed my
Hey.
spit the wrong way.
Well,
What's that called?
Basically,
Drowning in your own saliva.
Spala?
That sounds like a swallow issue. Sounds like you need a barium swallow test.
I'm just gonna say, Ron, do that off stage, please.
Yeah,
What,
please.
spit or swallow? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking about?
that's what I'm saying, Ron. This
Yeah.
is not this is not only frets.
Only Fritz.
That's
I
actually
do
a friend of
have-
mine's website. So he has a thing called Only Frets. It's a guitar thing. Check him out.
Oh, interesting.
We will.
So we have one thing to discuss, and
Uh-oh.
it's kind of important. And I kind of need the chat's feedback on. And there's a big elephant in the room here, and that is, we're in a different time zone. Raph is obviously working, and this time slot is, well, Raph can't be here with us.
Not convenient?
Yeah, he can't brew and banter with us. He's at work. So I'm basically asking the chat, how do you guys feel about us changing, or we're going to have to, when you think about it, into more of an evening show? So Raph can be with us.
Raph.
I'm game.
Yeah.
We
But
need
I'm just
Raph.
one person.
We need Raph.
Well, we got to
need
remember
Raph.
Jeremy starts at 4 and he usually goes for
Oh
about
yeah.
an hour and a half. So what time does Ralph
Okay.
usually get home?
He gets off at 3:30 Mountain Time, and he gets home at about 4:15, depending on the crazy traffic.
So you got to figure that's what time here, Eastern.
That's 3
You
hours
guys
behind us, right?
Where
2 hours. You guys are 2 hours ahead of us.
are you,
Okay.
mountain or central?
Said
We're
mountain.
mountain.
You're mountain. Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mountain.
Okay.
It's
So
funny 'cause Texas is so huge. It's like
Mountain.
divided between 2 different time
Florida
zones.
Florida has 2 time zones.
Yeah.
There's just part of Florida that's central.
Oh,
Pensacola.
yeah, the Panhandle. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love driving to Kentucky from where we're at because we go through Tennessee, where Tennessee is central. And then all of a sudden we get to another part and we're back to Eastern and then
Eastern
central.
time?
And then the GPS is going like this. And I'm going, what time?
There's a part of when I'm driving to Tennessee from Georgia, there's a part where you're like, oh, I'm in Tennessee. Oh, I'm in Georgia again. Oh, I'm in Tennessee again.
That's it. That's it. And we
Yeah,
go
you're
from central time to all of a sudden we're back in Eastern, then central, and my GPS is going, and I'm like,
So
when are we going to get there again?
so Erica, let's figure he wants to relax for a few before he gets on the
Yeah.
show.
I mean, he
We're
doesn't
gonna
have
have
to
to.
rush right back in.
So what's usually going on a Friday at 6 p.m. here?
Dinner
Ron,
for
do you
most
know?
people.
No, but I'm saying,
I don't know.
or
here
is
on the
there
East
a
Coast-
day that's better for you other
I
than
thought about that
Friday?
too, but he is so
Huggy
tired
wuggy.
Monday
Hug-
through
I see
Thursday,
you.
and he goes to bed at like 8 p.m. and gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning to start getting ready for work.
So
So I feel
Fridays
like
is
Monday
still
through
good.
Yeah.
Fridays would be good. So let's just think on it a little bit.
Friday should still work.
Watch the see what the other shows that should be like. Shogi just said Friday Night Tights comes on. There's a lot of fan
Yeah, I know. I
overlap.
thought about that too. I'm like, we got Friday Night Tights, and I know they have a huge audience, like huge. They're kind of the OGs of like this space. Well, when it comes to like entertainment, pop culture, and all that stuff. I even like to listen to them once in a while.
Late night with Lauren and Apollo is not till much later, so you should still
11.
be okay.
They're 11 p.m.
Well, not not Mountain Time.
Yeah, my
Question,
time it's 11 p.m.
was there not that Park Place today?
I
I
didn't
think
see
there's
one.
a special.
Not
I
that
think there's
saw.
the Wilton Legacy today.
Is that today?
Oh,
That's
okay.
tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I have to pop out just because I got a lot going on today. I've got my Star Wars vlog just finished uploading, so I got to check and make sure that it's passing all of YouTube's tests.
Yeah.
And I guess what should I wait until after Jeremy's stream to premiere that?
I would.
Yeah, so like 6ish.
Okay.
And I would check to see when the Legacy starts.
Yeah. But it's not a live stream. It'll premiere and then it'll just be a video. But it's got all kinds of updates about Hollywood studios and what's going on there. What the fourth was
An
like.
update.
All the construction updates, opening dates for certain things. How awful the Sorcerer's Hat looks compared to the way it should. Things like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in there. It's yeah. So I finally got it's so frustrating for me when I get something edited when I'm finished live and then I go to render it and you're like, you need this much more space. And I'm like, because it takes so much time to transfer files off the phone and I don't want to lose anything. So I put them in my backup, but anyway, it's all done. It's all
That is
good.
a pain.
It's a pain in the batushies.
No, I know. That's the longest process, I think, to editing videos is getting your stuff on your phone, you record on your phone onto your computer.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with that too.
Anyhow.
But Erica, is there a way you can put a poll up for the chat?
Actually, she could do that. I think you should do that in
I'm
your community.
trying to figure. Okay.
I would do a community
That
post
way
with the
we
poll
can just
there
come
so
back
we
to
can-
it. You don't have to wait for the chat right now because not everybody's going to be here right now.
Erica.
Yep, true.
Erica.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm glad to
And
be
so,
in person.
I do have a housewarming gift for you. That's
No, you
Ew!
So Erica, we're gonna have
He's
to
trying to
change
poison
your.
somebody.
You're gonna have to change your thing from expats. Your description.
repatch.
I mean, we still are expats, once a veteran, always a
Yeah.
veteran.
Your
Now
Yeah, that's true.
we're just
expats. How does
relocated.
that work?
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, we're not in
Um,
Germany as expats. So yeah, I got to reword that.
Yep.
It's crazy because we have spent most of our marriage and just life overseas more than we have in the States. And
gosh, tell me about it.
this is more, I would say, semi-permanent. And it could be permanent. I mean, we just don't know what the future is going to hold. What can happen
It
in the
is
next few years.
permanent, y'all, because I'm not
No,
letting her go back.
I don't mean back overseas. I mean I'm
Oh.
meaning like we could end up moving somewhere else in the US,
Oh,
like
okay.
Florida.
That's
Yeah.
different.
I
No,
kept saying
I'm done
Florida.
with the overseas thing and the back and forth and being so far
Good.
away from friends.
Yes.
I would rather be a close flight away. Um,
A
you
drive
know,
from your sister, from another
yeah.
beaster.
I'll see you guys.
That's the most
Bye, Ron.
See you
exciting
later on.
thing for me.
Great.
But yeah,
No,
put up a
He's
poll
not far
and
from
see
me
that
either,
we.
so I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And we're
So
excited to explore stuff in the US. I get that Europe can create a lot of content for content creators. My issue with that, though, is I've seen this military families or couples, they will start their YouTube channels in Europe and they typecast themselves with all the European stuff that when they go back to the States at their
what do I do
channel.
now?
Yeah, well, the content changes so drastically, which is why I kept holding out. I didn't want to do too much of the European stuff because then your channel becomes all about that. And one thing about YouTube and the algorithms is it's fickle. They want you to stick to one niche.
Yeah.
And when you change it, it throws everything off. So
Yeah.
I was being very careful not to bring in so much of the German stuff. And on top of that, we enjoy conversation with friends. So the being in the podcasting sphere of YouTube has been a lot of fun. And
Oh,
in some
yeah.
cases, I would say more fun than vlogging and editing videos, because editing for me, I am not what you call a quick editor. It can take me up to 3 days to edit
It's a lot of work.
like 10-minute to 30-minute video, and it's so tedious. It's so mentally tedious and time consuming. So I've been balancing this very carefully so I didn't have to start a new YouTube channel or really start from scratch and go all over the place with viewers and subscribers. I just figured, you know what, keep it small and simple for now, and we'll wait till we get to the US to really kind of
Figure out where the
more.
niche is going.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Figure out where the niche is going. I didn't want to typecast
Speaking
this
of
in Europe.
which, I'm going to Six Flags next week.
Oh, Georgia Six Flags.
Yeah, I'm living my best life through Kissy Missy this year because I just went to Universal with her. All the field trips that I'm going on with her, like we went to Universal for a whole weekend. I got to spend my birthday in Universal. Now I'm gonna go to Six Flags. I've never been there. She has. I have not. So we're going to Six Flags.
I will warn, Six Flags has a lot of
Thursday.
uphill and downhill walking.
I
It
know.
will reap havoc on your legs. So
I'm gonna have to do a EV cart again.
yeah.
So, I mean, I did it at Universal. It was the best solution for me, and it worked out perfectly. So
That's
I
good.
think now the question is if I just go ahead and purchase one instead of just renting one every time I go somewhere that I need it. So because especially baseball season, walking
Yeah.
from the handicap parking spots are not
gosh.
as close to the field to
Yeah.
as you would think they are. And they're
Yeah, no,
not
they're
helpful.
not. I
So
don't
like
I don't have
so
that, but like I'm disabled, so I have a hard time pulling all their gear and all of that.
oh,
And so I make my sons do it now. I'm like, mommy ain't doing it. I'm not messing
nah.
up my neck and
My
shoulders.
husband will do it, but it's just for me it's the walking in the heat. I
Yeah.
can't I have POTS, so I can't stay
Oh,
at
okay. I have
right
family
for
with
long. So like it's more about the standing up for long periods of time, and then the heat is a big trigger. So So I've been balancing the idea of just going on ahead and purchasing one versus having to rent one every time I go somewhere. Because then you have to go through all the process of putting down the deposit and stopping to sign the paperwork. And, whereas if I just have one, I just get on it and go. So
I have
that's
I
what's
have
on
one from when I had my neck done in my arms. I got a scooter in the garage, but I would have to put another battery in it, and it was weird having that because it broke down in 3 pieces, so it was easy
no. Oh, to put it away. I
to put
see.
it away and to carry it and put it in the car and stuff. So it was pretty.
Yeah.
The max weight was like 30 pounds for the battery, and the rest of it's pretty light. And I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way this thing's gonna move my large ass around, and it does it.
It
It
does.
did it pretty
Oh,
well,
yours
but
didn't?
it's
I was gonna
it's
say we rented one, but the one that we rented when we went to Universal, so we went as a big field trip on like like charter bus. And so I had to have two dads and the bus driver put this massive thing underneath the bus every time we left the park. And I'm like, it was not conducive. So having one of my own that is more compact and I'm able to
I'll
actually,
send you the name of the one
yeah.
I have. I have to look at
Okay.
the name of it
Yeah.
because
Please do.
this one's a four-wheel one instead of a three-wheel one,
Yeah.
which I found a lot better for like turning and stability.
Balance. Hmm.
And it's weird. It's just like, okay, I felt like I was driving a go-kart,
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I mean, I didn't mind the one that I had at Universal as far as that's concerned. One, I didn't have to charge it the entire weekend.
No.
The battery lasted the entire weekend, which was amazing. But it was pretty heavy duty, so like
That's why the battery lasted.
yeah, and it like literally like I had a basket in the back, I had a basket in the front, and all these kids, I became the mule, the mom mule, because
I
everybody just kept
was
putting their stuff in my car.
I was thinking about modding mine to make it do wheelies, but I am insane.
That is true.
You're doing
I did see one today, and it made me
Oh
think
my
of you
gosh.
because it literally looked like a little race car. Like it has like
There you go.
spoilers in the
It's
back and
like
everything,
it's
and I
like
was
there
like,
you go.
"Ooh,
I'm just
that's
like
cute."
I was looking at this, you know, when I
Like
had
a
to get the
different version
battery, I
of
was
Pimp
talking
My
to the guy
Ride.
about the motor
Yes,
and waterproofing it and different things. It's
it's
like,
like
hey, with
that's
this
like
thing
the
coming apart,
Sun City Center in Florida. Like the older people, they trick out their golf carts.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they
golf
have a
cart.
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
parade
don't
because
even get
they
us going on
trick
the
Oh,
golf
yeah.
them
carts.
out. It's ridiculous, and I'm like, "Ooh,
Hey, I
I
got a
want to be
question
that cool."
for y'all then. What do you think about the effectiveness for a toddler at the parks having like one of those baseball carts instead of a stroller? Having so that
Like
they can lay
the
down if they
like a
need to.
wagon?
Yeah, like little baseball wagons.
Like a little
I
red
think
wagon or
I
something.
would. I
Okay.
would.
It depends on the park 'cause Disney has banned a lot of wagons. So you actually have to, they have measurement set requirements, what size your stroller can be to enter their
Huh.
parks.
Well, they
I don't
have
know about
wagons now
Universal.
that they're the size of a double stroller.
Yeah.
So if you can take a double stroller, you can take it, and basically they have seats that face each other. And then, basically instead of having a pull, it's a push.
Okay.
So
I didn't
there's a
get this
lot of
crap when
wagons
I
like
was a
that.
kid.
Neither
But
did I.
you
Neither
might
did
get
I.
some, but I know for Disney, you might have to explain to a because the second they see anything that even looks like a wagon, they might turn you away, and you might have to push back a little bit and say, "Well, wait a second, we did the measurements, and it meets the requirements of the measurements
Yeah.
for
I see them
Disney."
as long as the kids are
Yeah,
sitting in them like a stroller. I've seen them everywhere now. They're
Yeah.
so popular. And they
they
even
don't
have like
bother
a
me
little canopy
honestly.
that come over.
Yeah,
I
they're
So I
more
want
mean, I
one
think
with a
more
as long as
motor
you
comfortable
in
than a
it.
strap
stroller.
your kids down and tell them afterwards you can get up and do whatever you want. But
I
while we're
I
going through security, you sit your
I
butt down in the chair.
I want one that the kid has a little electric motor on it that I can pull
They
my little chair on it, so we can
They
just.
have one, Ron. I just saw one. Because I'm literally looking. They actually have one that serves as a wagon and as an EV cart. And when you get off of it, it turns into a stinking table. Like you can set it. I
Girl, you
know.
have to send me
I
the
was
link. I
like,
want to see this.
I will send you the link. I was like, but it's like $800. So I was like, maybe not.
Yeah, but look at what you're getting for the money.
I
You gotta
know.
think
I
of
was
what you're
like,
getting for the money. Honestly, $800 for all that isn't that bad.
I know,
It could be
but
in the
try
thousands.
selling that to my husband.
That's something for
Um,
everyone, though. He's got his little picnic table. Come on.
Yeah, right.
wow. We have so many wagons because of the baseball stuff. I
I
have a
know.
double decker. I have a double decker wagon.
Really?
So,
I haven't gone that far yet.
I'm gonna look and see because there are some EV carts that you can pull your wagon with it. I'm like, yeah, baby, that's what I'm gonna do.
So we just have the basic, like the simple collapsible basic
Yeah,
baseball
we have
wagon.
one of those. Yeah,
And that was because I was thinking with baby cuteness, that might be a good move because she's going to be 4 next year.
oh, yeah. Yeah. I can't hear you when I have my earbud in, Huggy Wuggy. What's up?
But yeah,
yes, I'm gonna mute for a second.
we're planning lots of adventures with the kiddos, and you guys have done all of these around and about. So I was just wondering, like, I see them in the West Coast out here. It's common, and people don't seem to think it's. But I didn't know if East Coast, if people were okay with it out there.
You know what? I'll take a look at Universal when I'm walking around, and Universal,
right.
and see what's going on. I don't do Disney no more.
Yeah, we won't do Disney.
I'll do Disney Springs maybe, to meet friends and do stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's a different thing. But I'll look at Universal, and I'll have somebody check out SeaWorld also.
Okay.
I was gonna say if they accepted my Mama Jamma, I had like the Mama Jamma like cart. So if they accepted that thing to come into the parks, I'm sure the wagon.
You know what?
As long
that
as
song
you
is now
strap them
stuck in
down.
my head. Damn you,
I love you. You missed me.
band.
Tom, no, I'm gonna tell.
Muted. See you later.
Tom, you pulled a dad man.
I learned it from Dad Man. Yep.
Been hanging around Dad Man too long, which reminds me, I need to figure out our Saturday streamings. I know
Yeah.
the adjustment to the time zone. But I mean, we haven't even been here a week, so
Yeah, no.
seeing
Yes, the only
all
thing
these.
good for you is you've been a night owl. So you've been kind
I
of trying to
know.
keep on that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it shouldn't be too much of it's the lighting thing that I think that's throwing you off.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah,
sun.
So I'm pretty much adjusted to waking up at 8 in the morning because I was a night owl in Germany. What's throwing me off is seeing everyone streaming when the sun is out. And I'm like, I forget you guys. I'm like, I forget everyone streams like around lunchtime Eastern time, and for me, being on Mountain Time, it's more like late morning. So I'm just having to literally redo the math on.
Welcome to my world, girly.
Yeah,
girl.
so like these people are 2 hours ahead of me. These other people are like maybe an hour time different. Yeah, so I'm having to regroup in my mind the time zones for whatever reason. I think because we've been overseas for so long, it got easier to but do the math in my head because I just got so used to long distance numbers, and now that we're closer, I'm
Yeah.
literally having to flip everything on my mind from like
Your
2 hours
deadlines
here
are
to
changing.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, no, because I've got friends in almost every time zone that I do stuff with. And so I have to sit and be like, wait, which time zone were they? Which time zone were they?
Yeah.
And compute. And then when I try to get the military spouse panels together with you, Erica, and then it was like, I've got 5 times. What is it? Whose time zone is what again? Yeah, it was. I always make everything local. I'm like, this is my time zone. You calculate.
Exactly. Figure it out.
I'm because I was raised in Eastern time, so naturally I gravitate to Eastern time no matter where I live. So even being here, I tend to home is 2 hours from now. You guys are 2 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my starting point.
It's funny because you still call it home.
Okay, because I was
And
I
raised there,
know.
and it's
I
like when you're raised in Florida, you
It's
can
because
take.
I'm here.
well,
But you're
no,
not
No,
in
I
wait,
Florida,
wait.
I
Sunflower.
feel
You're
the
not
same way
No,
about
but
Florida.
I'm in the
Arizona.
Eastern time zone.
I will always be an Arizona girl, even though lived more time out of Arizona than in Arizona now. But I will
I
Even
always be an
renounce
Arizona.
here,
where I come from. I'm a Floridian now.
I
I do not.
it's like once a Floridian, always a Floridian. If you were raised there and you move out
Yep.
of the state, you still identify as a Floridian.
Oh yeah.
Well, and
You
like,
There's
can you all
just
guess?
And
Well,
anybody
Erica
who
knows
tries
where
to
I'm
tell you
from.
that they are Floridian and they say they lived in like the Panhandle, I'm like, oh no, sorry, that's not actually
that's
Florida.
Alabama.
That's like no, that's South Louisiana, South Alabama. No, no, that's not Florida.
You
Sorry.
cannot you can take a person out of Florida. You cannot take the Florida out of them. And I am
No.
just
yeah.
rooted as a Florida girl, you
Well,
Listen,
know.
I think
Um,
I'm
every
glad I
state has
escaped
that.
New
I think
Jersey
every
over 20 years ago.
you're
So
still a Jersey boy, honey. Like,
no,
No, he
no.
claims Florida now.
well, he
He's
can claim Florida,
renounced.
but
I've
he's
been here long enough,
corrupted by
and
Jersey.
I do not have the same Jersey attitude I did.
No, you don't. But you still
My
Jersey made of
father
heart.
does.
Jersey. Your dad's
Let's
adorable.
listen.
I
You
love
dogged
your
your mom
daddy.
twice already.
uh,
Don't talk about your dad. You gonna
No,
get
His
hurt.
daddy is so sweet. I love his
well,
daddy.
look, boomers are just kind of
oh, you
in a
call me a
state of
boomer?
mind all their own. No, not
Yeah,
you.
he
Our
totally
parents,
is.
like
He's a
your
boomer.
dad and your
Tom,
parents.
I didn't say nothing. I am not guilty by association, please. I was
You
quiet.
are
I didn't say it.
just trying to save face. It ain't
Hey,
working.
Tom, you could be my daddy. You know that, right?
I'm not
Hey,
that
don't
old.
don't don't say that because let me tell you, there's been some times recently that I'm like, oh my God, I could totally be your mom. And I'm like,
Anyway,
but our kids
listen,
play baseball together.
Just because I have the
that is
gray hair
so
doesn't
hard for me
I'm
you
to
like,
don't
I
know
could
my
know.
totally be
age.
your mom.
I'm hitting 40 this year. Not yet.
So I would have to be 10 to be your dad.
Okay, fine. You couldn't be my dad.
How old did
Never
you think he
mind.
was?
I didn't know. I
So
forgot. Okay.
so I have like this group of girls and I call them
What do
my
you think? My
babies.
dad's
They're my
100?
No, Tom, nobody thinks that. Nobody. We would never.
Uh-huh.
Never. No.
It
But
is
I
rare
do
to
so I
tell.
do have this
I'm
little
gonna
group
I'm gonna
of young
moonlight
ladies.
as Santa Claus, and I'm gonna cause some shit.
You would.
So
We had
because
these kids come to, I mean, and I literally, they look like they were 17. They came to the house and they got our internet. No, was it not the internet? It was when, I forgot what they were said. Oh, the security system. They were setting up the whole ADT thing. And I looked at them and I was like, oh my God, these kids, they look like they're like 16, 17. But then as I started interacting with them, I realized, you know what? They're probably like Christian's age or in their early to mid 20s. And here I am having that moment of, I'm old enough to be your
be
mom.
his mom. Listen,
I'm like,
I'm
oh
telling
my
you, I am
God.
telling you, there is this group of beautiful young women that I absolutely adore at my church. They have like gravitated to me
Yep.
and they are like we're talking like there's no age gap, no age difference
I know. Isn't that
whatsoever,
crazy?
okay? And then
Yeah.
one of them tells me that she's like a year older than my oldest and I'm like I feel really old.
No, I've been running into that because baby cuteness.
Gosh.
I've got baby cuteness. Like I've got older kids, but I had like a 6-year gap and then baby cuteness happened. And so I'm talking to these other moms who've got like toddlers who just had their first baby and we're all talking and everything. And then they start saying stuff. I'm like, oh crap. I would have been like 17 when you were born.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, what I love is when people see me with Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy, and they want to like mom splain
Oh
stuff
yeah.
to me,
Give you
and I'm
mom
like,
advice.
and their oldest child is younger than my second child, and I'm like, oh sweetie, you're so cute. You're just so cute. I'm like,
I have
oh,
no I have no
thank you
dog
for
in this
your.
fight.
I'm like,
Because if somebody
thank
comes
you
up
so
and goes,
much.
"You look like my mom," I'm really going to question them.
Well, Well,
dude.
I mean, if your mom's 7 foot,
Didn't say she had a
Okay,
beard.
but
I know.
here's the other issue I've had. I don't think I look that old. I've had people be like, "Oh, it's so great. You do so much with your granddaughter." I'm like, "What the? This is my daughter."
No. See, now I
Oh,
don't have that problem.
yeah.
I went to my nephew's concert and he's in his early to mid 30s. And someone asked him if I was his wife, if I was his other half.
My
And
God.
we were doing the meet and greets, and I was like, "Oh, you're so cute." I'm like, "I'm his aunt." Oh,
I,
no, I'm not
I,
his wife.
me and Linda. This is going back about, oh God, 15. No, no, no. It was over 20 years ago because we were still in Jersey. We were at a ShopRite, which is a supermarket like Publix and everything else, getting deli meat, and the lady looks over at Linda and goes, "Would your son like a sample?" And I thought Linda was going over
Oh.
the counter to kill this woman.
Oh my gosh.
And okay, Pathmark. She just said it in the thing. And the thing is, Linda still looks younger than me.
I was gonna say she does not look old enough to be your mama.
And at the time, I didn't have gray hair either.
Oh,
Oh,
Erica has
wow.
yeah,
seen the photos of how me and Linda looked
Mhm.
back in the day, and
yeah,
it was like, no,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's like, and
Well,
I
I
like that
get that
people
too.
miss
Okay, we
think I'm
have
older.
baby cuteness has joined the background, so just she's here.
Aw, hi,
Oh,
baby
Okay,
Welcome.
cuteness. So, Bruce and I have a similar issue, but backwards. So people think that he is my dad, and I'm
wow.
actually older than him by a few months. Erica and him and I all went to high school together. We all graduated
Mhm.
together. We're all exactly the same. Well, Erica's a year older than me, so I can hold that over your head forever.
wait, can you
You'll
reach that
always
Blame
be a
high?
my
year
parents.
older.
Can you reach that
Ha,
high?
ha, ha. Very funny, Tom. But yeah, he gets that a lot. Like we went to the casino in Tampa when we were over there, and I was like walking slowly because my shoes were hurting me, and the lady's like, "Hey, pretty girl," the lady at the cash register, and she's like, "Sir, do you know this young lady?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's my wife." And he goes, "Sir, she like young enough to be your daughter." I was like, "You are my new best friend. Thank you very much." So, because he always
Wow.
calls me a cougar because I'm 2.5 months older than him. I'm like, 2.5
Linda's.
months does not a cougar make. I'm
No, but
sorry.
you know
I
I'm
what I
not going to
find
agree,
say
but
how
I'm
much older my
still
fascinating?
wife
older
is
than
than me,
my
but she's got
husband.
me. She's older than me by a
You know,
lot.
what
I
I
agree.
find fascinating is how what you were saying earlier, Sunflower, on
Mhm.
how we're I would say younger Gen X, we tend to border millennial.
Yeah. Hmm.
But when we engage with Gen Z, like older Gen Z, and we conversate with them, it's almost as though there's not
No
much
gap.
of there's no gap. It is the strangest thing because I can hang out with Christian's friends
Mhm.
and they gravitate to me. I
Oh
gravitate
yeah.
to them. It's crazy how
Heck.
from the 90s till now, it seems like yes, a lot's changed. I would say technologically a lot has changed, but I'm sitting here trying to grapple with, well, what has or hasn't changed, because you got Gen X that can very effectively relate
Yeah.
to millennial and even Gen Z, and I feel like that's translating down to Gen Alpha a little bit.
But
Yeah.
then
um
I feel
I
like
was
we've
gonna
I don't
say
it's
even
culturally
like this weird
Haley.
it's
I
this
feel
weird
like
phenomenon.
we've kind
Yeah.
of culturally froze too, because a lot of younger millennials and Gen X were all raised with 90s pop culture and early 2000s pop culture, even though that wasn't their era.
Exactly.
And it's because their era really was lame. Like, the
I'm glad
teen
you
was
said it
lame.
because I was thinking it. But yeah, I find even with Kissy Missy's going to be 15 in December. So like my older two kids, I had them young, so like I kind of grew up with them. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like it's not unusual to find that I get along with their friends and that they get along, that it's like we're hanging out like friends, you know? But then I even have Kissy Missy, who's like, she loves having me around her friends. Her friends adore me. Like, they're like, yeah, my mom can't come, but your mom can come. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's the
oh,
same
I love you
here.
guys.
I get the same thing with
Yeah.
Christian's friends. They're
So
very
I
much, I
like,
can go to your mom for anything. I don't mind her being around, but not my parents. It's weird.
exactly. And it is a strange place to be in.
But then at the
But,
same time, I feel like it goes the other way too, because I get the Gen Xers that are just above us, not the Gen Z. Like I get because we had a corded phone. I didn't get a cell phone until like college.
I was an adult. Yeah, I was an adult when I had my
Yeah.
first cell
'Cause
phone.
Same
I'm
here. Well,
technically a millennial, but I get along with like I totally get the Gen Xers and I totally get Gen Z. I'm this like weird, in between.
Oh, I
oh
love
my
that
gosh,
baby
she's so cute. That
voice.
baby voice.
I thought I was
Ask her
hearing
if she
things. I'm
wants.
like,
No, that's
Ask.
puppy cuteness.
Yeah, baby cuteness. If you want to come visit Miss Sarah, you're welcome to come visit Miss Sunflower. I have toys. Like I have a sloth, and he's really cute. You can come and hang with me because I need a baby.
Don't worry.
I need somebody to just drop their baby off with me.
Baby cuteness is
it's
not a
called
fan club, I think, at this
babysitting.
point.
I try. Nobody wants. I guess nobody trusts me. Hey, I kept Turkey alive.
Yeah, you did.
Erica's youngest son spent his first night outside of the hospital with me
Yep.
at my house.
First 20.
So, and he survived.
You calling him turkey?
Yeah, because he was 10 pounds 4 ounces
he
when he was
was-
born.
Okay.
Listen,
You need a
he
chunky?
could have gotten up and stood up and walked that child when he came out the womb. That thing was huge. Huge.
He was
He
and
was
the
a big un.
epidural only shifted to half my body, so I felt half of him coming. Yeah, it was a
So,
wild
yeah.
labor and
He
delivery.
spent the
TMI.
night. He spent the night with me because she was still in so much pain after the delivery, and she was on so many pain meds. And I was like, just bring him over. I'll take him. I'll
And
keep him overnight.
I am not qualified for this conversation.
I had already had
I
two
retract.
kids, so I was like, I get it.
Yeah, her house is already baby proof. She had everything. I
Exactly.
mean, because your daughter is only like about a year and a half age difference, I think, maybe 2 years.
She'll be 24 this year.
And
24
Christian
this
will be
month.
23 this year.
Yeah.
So
So-
yeah, or no,
So
he'll
it was
be-
like I had
23.
everything. I was like, just bring him on over. I'll take care of him. Get some
Hey,
rest.
Sam.
You need friends like that. Yeah, Tom?
I know.
So, where are you going to
He's
get
trying
going
to change the
to?
subject.
He's like,
I
no
see
more
your note.
baby
You
talk.
said you need to get going. Where are you going?
Baby cuteness is awake and she tends to need attention now.
I love it.
Yes, I'm changing the subject, Erica.
Miss Sunflower will take her and give her all the attention she
We'll have-
wants.
We'll
And
have
You know
also,
what? We have
Jeremy's
a whole
starting in
bunch
like
of
4
friends
minutes.
we have
All
tons
right.
of friends in Florida now. So I'm just, I already know that when we get to Florida, I will probably have a whole lot of people to hang out with.
And I'm pretty sure Linda's going to want to see the baby also.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Don't
Linda's
worry,
gonna love
Mrs. Dadmans also says that she wants to meet baby cuteness. Like everybody wants to meet the baby cuteness.
goodness.
Well, I guess we should.
I
wrap
guess
up
we gotta go.
since we got,
Yeah.
Uh,
I gotta get to Jeremy's.
Yep, Jeremy's stream is going to start. So thanks, everyone. And just last recap, we're no longer in Germany. We are here in Texas. We bought a house. Raph has a new job. And we got a new chapter, whole new chapter ahead of us. Yep. So
Looking forward to it. Happy Mother's Day to you, Sam, and to you, Erica, and to Miss Linda. I know she's out there listening.
And happy Military Spouse Appreciation Day, everyone.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That.
To all the above. Yes. All right,
Huggy
y'all.
Wuggy brought me this for Mother's Day, so.
Awesome.
How cute.
Do you want me to hit the button, Erica?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
So,
All right.
All
We'll
right.
see y'all
right.
next
Good night,
week.
guys.
See you later. Well, I'm looking for the end broadcast again because it's hiding from me.
It's hiding from
It
me
says,
too.
says outro.
Yeah. Know how
Yeah.
small that is? I found it.
You got this.
Sorry, folks, park's closed. The moose out front should have told you.